Hi, good afternoon, Mariana.
Hi, good afternoon.
We are going to start in 1 more minute.
Yes, of course.
Okay, we're going to start. Hopefully the rest will join us any minute. So since there was a mix-up, today the session will be for 1 hour. So it's gonna be from right now, like 6 to 7. So instead of Friday being 1 hour, it's gonna be 2 hours. Okay, so we're going to move the schedule destined for Friday to today, and today's schedule is gonna be for Friday. So today the session will be 1 hour, and the other 4 days are gonna be 2 hours. Someone else is arriving. Hi, Anna again. Hello.
Hi.
I was telling Mariana, oh, wait, someone else is arriving. It's logging in. So, okay, let's wait. And then I'll tell you what I was saying before that.
Sorry, my Zoom got updated and I had a problem with it. No, it froze.
It's okay. Okay. Well, I was telling Mariana that I was telling Mariana before you arrived, and also Paola, well, she's logging in with the audio, that there was a mix-up. So today the session will be 1 hour, And the session that was supposed to be 1 hour, which is Friday, it's gonna be 2 hours. So we're gonna switch a schedule destined to Friday to today, and today's schedule is gonna be for Friday. Okay, so today, 1 hour, and the rest of the week until Friday, which is the last day of the course, it's gonna be 2 hours. Okay, so that way we have the nine hours that are destined for this course. So we're going to begin right away since, well, it's intensive. So first of all, let's begin with what the exam consists on. Why are we preparing for? So, hi, Grecia, good afternoon. So, this is a course destined for the OTCC, the college certificate, the Oxford College Certificate. Remember, this is a preparation course. This doesn't mean that if you finish this course, you will pass another level. No. And anyway, you are in the highest level. So in other words, I mean, you won't be making another level or getting to another level. So what is it? First of all, this is an internationally accredited digital qualification of attainment of English language. So basically, through this exam, you will certify that you have enough abilities of the English language to perform different in different areas, professional area or academic, because some schools, colleges are asking candidates to take this exam. So the benefits, obviously, to identify your language skills and to provide that you provide proof, like certification, that you have mastered the language. And it can be taken online. And obviously, the one that it's more important for us, it's for having better job opportunities, as well as getting into different colleges or, well, that. So, and to be nationally and internationally recognized. So first of all, what are the exams? This one, you already did it, that diagnostic. Thanks to this exam, you are in this level, C1, C2. So you know that this is your level, and you will be the test according to that level. And the mock test, it's the same as diagnostic. It's mock, like it says, it's the exam, but not the real one. It's like a proof or like a test before the test. That's why it's called mock, because it's not the real one, but it has the same structure. The duration is 30 to 40 minutes, depending on a level, of course. And basically, like it says, the objective is to reevaluate the candidate's English level, and that it was detected previously on the diagnostic exam. And the skills, it's English listening and reading. So pay attention to that. Only those 3 skills, not the speaking one. But in the certificate, the one that you are going to do, of course, that one, obviously, it's going to be included speaking, which obviously it's an important part of the language, of the 4 skills. And the duration for the exam is 60 to 120 minutes. Again, it all depends on the level. And it's the objective is what I said here, part of the benefits, the certification level, and that, again, it's proof that you have determined or certain language skills. And these skills are going to be part of the exam: writing, speaking, listening, reading, and besides those four skills are going to be the use of English. It's a special part or topic of the exam, which obviously we're going to be working on during the week. So this is your level, C1 and C2. C1 is advanced level, and C2 master level, which is the highest in the European framework. So this is what it consists on. First of all, the level C1 guarantees that the candidate's journey through the language is successful and certifies that you have an advanced level in English with knowledge that goes way beyond just talking about everyday life situations and interactions. Obviously, it's way more than that. And the mastery level, again, it's the highest and the most advanced of the 6 levels that I just told you in the common European framework. You know, A1, A2, B1, B2, and so on. So this is the one that you're in. According to the diagnostic exam, this is where you are now. So you have a very advanced level in the English language. And the candidates that are going to take this test are required to have a high degree of specialization and complexity, of course, because of the level. And again, goes way far beyond fluency in everyday situations. So it's a little more, obviously, it's higher than the advanced level. Now, this is very important to know the use of English, what this part of the exam consists of. What are they going to assess in the use of English part? First of all, the number of questions are 20 for C1 and C2, same amount of questions. And all questions are going to be multiple choice, no open-ended questions, no matching or something, it's multiple choice. But attention, in the use of English part. In other parts, you're gonna see that there's gonna be a different type of questions. And the duration is 15 minutes per level, 30 in total. So what do they assess in this part? And also the general tips for answering this part of the exam. To practice grammar structures according to your level, C1, C2, the most advanced, and answer time online mock exams. Again, it's those exams that are before the original one. Let's say that it's a not official exam. And read these transcripts carefully. Obviously, pay attention to spelling and capitalization when filling the blanks or writing ideas. And check the answers before sending them. And now, in the reading part, general tips. And read different texts on different topics. This is very important because in this type of exams, the readings are academic. So they manage a specific kind of language. They use technicisms, obviously depending on if they talk about, like it says, article, newspaper articles, if it's scientific. But not only it's academic, also can be normal everyday readings like short stories, letters, emails, blogs, informative text, which those ones are the academic, but also everyday life readings like messages and stuff. And it's 20 questions and 10 questions per reading. So 20 questions in total, 10 per reading. The duration is 30 minutes and 15 minutes per task. And so these tips, obviously, you need to, they're gonna help you to excel this part. So besides reading different texts, you have to check online sites like BBC Learning, English, and The Economist, because they handle this type of texts, which are very specialized. And they, again, managed a determined type of language that you won't read in a normal magazine. So it's very important to acquire the language so you can get to know the type of readings that they're going to be on the exam. And practice reading strategies like skimming, scanning, and detailed reading. And make word glossaries. This is like if you don't know a word, that it's a new word for you, you write it down and you look for the meaning and write it down in your notes or in the computer if you're writing computer. So in order to get your own little glossary for you, for words that you don't know before, that you didn't know before. And read the text, questions and answer. And this is very important. Don't answer based on opinions. This is completely objective. This is very important. In here, again, it's objective. Do not let your own judgment answer the questions because this is completely objective. And infer the word meaning from the context. Also, obviously very important. And sometimes if you're not quite sure what the reading is about or what they're asking you, always the context is the answer, always. So it can give you an idea of what the question is asked, what the answer is of the question that you're having in the exam. And listening. The 2 tasks, numbers of questions, 20 questions per reading. And the duration, it's 30 minutes total, 15 minutes per task. And it's similar to the readings, but the topics obviously are going to be adapted into listenings, such as education, arts, tourism, social, technology, reviews, interviews, lectures, informative topics, like academic, but in listening. And the tips. This is many people, one of the abilities that they have that they most struggle with is listening. So here are some tips that are going to help you with that, such as listening to authentic sources. This is listening or like newscasts from the BBC. The BBC has many listenings that you can work with. TED Talks. Actually, one of the exercises that we're going to do during the week is specifically on TED Talks. And read the questions and answers first, then listen to the audio. Pause the audio when necessary. Always listen both times, always. Sadly or fortunately on the test, they don't give you a second chance. They're not gonna tell you, oh, we're gonna play it again. No, it's just once. But in the practice, as you are reviewing yourself, obviously you can listen to it twice or even more if you need to. And incorrect answers just count like 0 points. One of the advices that they always give on this type of exams, never ever leave a question without answer. Even though you have no idea of the answer, just choose one, because it's better to at least have answered the exam than leave it empty and not having a point. Maybe in one of those questions that you answer without even knowing them, it might be correct. So this is like a golden rule. Never leave an answer, never leave an answer without answering. Okay, and writing, we're almost done with the abilities. Writing. The grading criteria, this is a little different than the listening and the reading because of the nature of the writing tasks that you're going to be performing. First of all, the format. The task format, it's unique, different than the other 2 that we have seen before, 3 because of the use of English. And they're going to be grading spelling, if the words are written correctly, vocabulary, grammar, punctuation, and meaning. Be very careful with punctuation. Sometimes commas or semicolons can be used instead of a period, for example. And this type of questions, the writing ones, are 2 tasks. The duration is 40 minutes. It's a little more than the previous ones because they take you more time. Like to write, it takes more time than the other 2. And it's 20 minutes per task. That means that it's going to be, well, like it says, 2. And the length of your writing. So it's like an essay. For example, in case it's an essay, 230 sentences per task for C1. For C2, a little bit more, 250 to 270 sentences per task. Now, general tips. Take these things into consideration when in the writing part. First of all, practice writing, checking length and required format. For example, take a topic, an academic one, and make like an essay and use the amounts that they give you here. That is checking length and the required format. Like the amount of words that they ask you to do here. Find mock exams online. There are a lot and even free. So you won't need to pay to make these exams. So you write a Otcc exam, mock exam online, and you're gonna find a lot. And read the task and plan accordingly. Take a second, obviously, when you are reviewing, not on the test, but take a second to analyze what they're asking you to do. So when you do it on the test, you won't be thinking like, oh, what do I have to do? No, you already know because you study. Be logical and clear when writing. Coherence. That means your ideas must have coherence between them and make sense. And leave some time to review at the end. And this is for also something else. If you have time left, let's say from the 40 minutes, you finished 10 minutes before time, take that time, use it wisely, check your answers again, check if you answer everything. Never ever, I'm done and that's it, and I sent answers. No, if you have time left, that's a blessing. So take your time to see if you answer the questions, if you answer what you wanted to answer, because sometimes, let's say that you chose question A, but in reality, what you wanted to choose, it's question B, answer B. So those type of things you can check. And last, speaking part. 2 candidates with 2 examiners, interaction between the candidates. And this is way less, this duration is way less than the other 4 skills. And it's just between 10 and 15 minutes. So it's way shorter than the other ones. The structure, what does it consist on? First of all, part 1, general and personal topics. They're gonna ask about you, what you like to do, etc. And parts 2 and 3, picture and task development. They might show you a picture, explain it, or make a story about the picture, those type of things. And tips, speak, 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 never stop talking. Never stop talking. If you make a pause, they're gonna count as if you are nervous or that you run out of ideas. So it doesn't matter, just talk, speak, doesn't matter. Practice the format for both parts, like general personal questions, or you can look at the picture online and make a story by yourself. And personal opinions are not graded. So if you give a personal opinion, it won't count. So it's better to be objective. Relax, listen to the instructions carefully, and ask for repetitions if necessary. It's allowed. If you need to listen to the instructions again, go ahead. They feel free to do so. And speak loud and clear. This is very important. If you have a low tone of voice or volume, it's gonna be a problem, because they won't be able to listen to you. So make sure to have a loud and clear voice. Interact with your partner, but don't monopolize. That means that don't take the lead in the conversation. Make sure the other person talks too. So you have interaction, like it says, interaction between the candidates. Like, don't try to just talk you and let the other person listen. No, it must be balanced. And speak English at all times, obviously. This is, if that's what they're grading, English, of course you need to speak in English. Now, this is how to access the platform link. This information, you already have it. I assume, I think so. And the steps to, I'm sorry, someone is logging in. And the steps to take the exam. Don't forget to fill this in, very, very important. Your school name, address, your full name, and the dates. That information you also have. And Get your username and password. As every test, if you have taken a test online before, the steps are similar. And there's a video tutorial actually. But again, you also have that information, I think. And important considerations. This is obviously utterly important. It's to have, you have maximum 4 hours to finish all the text. Your address is located via IP because again, it's an online test. So your address is gonna be seen. After 15 minutes of inactivity, the exam is closed. That means if you don't touch the screen, if you don't move your cursor during 15 minutes, the exam automatically closes. And there are 4 different exam versions with different exercise each. That means that it's not one exam and it's all the same for everyone. No, there are 4 types. So let's say that all of you are gonna do well, yes, you're gonna do the exam, but not everyone's gonna have the same format, obviously. And copy and paste is prohibited, forbidden, obviously. If detected, the exam is canceled. And you need your ID for the speaking exam, like your INE. If you don't have it, it can be a passport, all those type of documentation that they ask you to give in order to identify yourself. And don't forget to verify your internet connection, check your computer, earphones, have your access information, ID, and plan your time. This is before the test. After the test, during the test, you read the instructions, check the clock, don't exit the test page, because if you do, obviously the system will assume that you finished, and that's it. Check answers before submitting is what I said. If you have time left, free time, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, use them wisely and check answers. If you answer everything correctly, or if you weren't sure about an answer, you can take that time to hesitate and at the end come up with an answer. And click on submit when finishing. Yes, this is very important. Don't assume that if you finish, that's it. No, you need to click on the submit button when finishing. And this is after. Check your results in your registered email and ask for your certificate a week for diagnostic and mock exams. So after you do the mock test, you have a week. And when you do the real exam, it's gonna take 3 weeks to get the results. And the requirements, we all know internet, headphones, electronic device, Google Chrome, since it's online. Now, this is all regarding what the test is, what you have to do, the abilities, etc. Now we're going to start the practice part. So first of all, let's do this small exercise. It says, we're going to work on collocations, a combination of words in a language that happens very often and more frequently that would happen by chance. In the next slide, we have the answer, but obviously we're gonna try to do it by ourselves to see if we got the answers correctly or if we made mistakes, where, and in that help us to see what we need to practice more. So first of all, here we have collocations. Double L. So this exercise that we're going to do is about this, about collocations. And again, it's a combination of words in a language that happen very often. So 2 words that usually go together. Usually it's a verb and a noun. So in here, you're gonna match the columns. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do this exercise, and then we're going to check all together. Okay, so take a piece of paper a pencil or a pen to match the columns. Okay, so there's 8, from 1 to 8, match the words, and then we check. Okay, 5 minutes, and at 6:33, we're going to check answers. Okay, go ahead, you can start. Yes, Carla, let me see. Are you Carla Rosalia Garcia Ruiz?
Yes, I am.
Then yes, you are in this group.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Finished.
Excellent. Precisely right now it's the 5 minutes. So let's check. Don't worry if you didn't finish. You can finish the exercise as we check. So let's see. Number 1. It's
Cut the tooth.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, yes,
Please.
it's fine. Actually, I was going to ask you to tell me what you answered. Yes.
Sorry.
No, no,
Okay.
very good, Carla. Yes, a tooth. Who else? Ana Sofia, Mariana, Ana Paula, and Grecia. What did you answer? Which one did you choose?
I wrote allowances, cut allowances.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Me too.
Okay. Ana Sofia and Grecia?
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Completely
Allowance.
So the answer is a tooth. Okay, cut a tooth. Yes, it's a little weird. I know usually a tooth, it's not cut out, but that's how we call it. Cut a tooth. And it's
By the way,
Uh-huh.
sorry, but by the way, I got that answer because I finished the other ones. I didn't know about this. So it's the one that was left.
Ah,
The tooth, sorry.
okay. No, it's okay, don't worry.
Not because I know.
Okay. So, and the next one is form a company or an opinion. Now, what did you answer? Let's see, one by one. Let's start with you, Grecia. Which one did you choose for form?
I chose a company, form a company.
Okay, good. Mariana?
Form an opinion.
Okay, and Ana Sofia?
I form an opinion too.
And Ana Paola?
Form an opinion.
And Carla, what did you choose?
A company.
Okay, so either answer is right. It's okay. Now, D, Grecia, what did you answer in letter D?
Make allowances.
Mariana? You are muted in case you are answering. Mariana, are you there?
Sorry, it was, I think, make a, I don't remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Ana Sofia?
Oh, I think I got confused on that one and I wrote make an opinion.
Okay. Well, it's allowances. Yes, because make an opinion, it's, no, it doesn't go. Ana Paola, and which one you choose?
I had the same answer, make an opinion.
Okay, it will be, instead of make, as we see here, is an form an opinion. I think in Spanish we also use it like that. We also say form an opinion, if I'm not mistaken. And Carla, which one did you choose?
I also an opinion.
Okay, well, so it's make allowances. Next one, break. Did everyone choose a leg? I assume yes.
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 That one is
one.
even it's an expression in theater that it's like saying good luck, break a leg. Yes, it's an expression, but also it happens in real life. And H, fill a vacancy. Which one did you choose, that one or another one? Whoever
Yeah.
wants
Yes, that one.
That one.
Vacancies. Yeah. Vacancies.
vacancy. And lay the table or another one. Which one did you choose?
The table.
Yes, lay the table.
Lay the table. It's not make the table as we say the bed. Make the bed, yes, it exists, is correct. But when we talk about a table, like setting, also can be set up, like when you put the cutlery, yes, that is what we call lay the table. And I, keep house. Yes, did you choose that one or another answer?
Yes, that one.
Keep house.
No. Keep truant.
Keep truant. Okay. And in the last one, what answer did you give?
Playhouse.
Playhouse.
Actually, playhouse, it exists because it's also an expression, but yes, it's play truant. Play truant, it's like saying the that you are being lazy. It's an expression to say that you are being lazy. Not very common. I haven't heard it that much, but that's the meaning. Okay, so this is regarding collocations. Again, remember, collocations are this combination of words that usually come together in language. It's very often, and they can happen by chance. Now, another exercise. Which ideas are correct? So, Carla, please read number 1.
All my life, I've loved going to the movies.
Ana Paola, number 2.
He's had this car when he passed his driving test.
Ana Sofia, 3.
He looks just after his father.
Mariana, 4.
I've never been so embarrassed.
Grecia, 5.
Robert is an authority of English literature.
And 6 and 7, you are on no obligation to go. And 7, it was really nice of you to invite me. Now, after we all read these 7 sentences, I want you to take a minute and identify the ones that are correct, because from this 7, there are some that are obviously incorrect and others right. So identify the ones that are correct. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to think. If you want to, you can write down the numbers that are correct, and then we're going to check in a minute. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, so everyone at the whoever wants to answer, the first one, is it correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Incorrect.
It's correct. All my life, I have loved going to the movies. Is present perfect. Remember,
Present perfect.
exactly. Present perfect talks about something that started in the past but continues up to the present. So if you talk about something that you like all your life, present perfect. So it's correct. Number 2, correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
And yes, it's incorrect. Instead of when, it's since. Since he passed. Number 3.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
It looks like.
Exactly. It's not after, it's like. There's a resemblance. They look similar. And which one, number 4, did you
Number
say
4.
correct or incorrect?
Present perfect, correct.
Present perfect, correct. I have never been. So embarrassed, correct. 5.
5, incorrect.
Correct.
Is correct.
Ah,
On English literature. On, it's a preposition that is used, the closest category that I can think of, it's media. English literature, it's not media, but if we're talking about someone that is someone important in an area, like an academic area, it's on
Okay.
literature. 6, you are on no obligation to go.
incorrect.
Incorrect. Instead of no, it's under obligation. You're under no obligation to go. And last one, did you, well, it's correct, but did you also say it's correct or incorrect?
No, I said incorrect.
Incorrect, but actually is correct. It was really nice of you to invite me. Whenever we talk about something that someone did for us, this expression is correct. It was really nice of you, or it was not correct of you to invite me, for example, like something that you didn't do right.
I would say it was really nice of you inviting me
It was really to invite me.
with
Yes.
ing, not infinitive.
Yes, actually it can be, because remember that some verbs can either go with gerunds or infinitives, and invite, yes, is one of those. But
Okay.
the thing is that the part that it says nice of you, that is what it's correct. Like from
Okay.
your part. It was good from your part, or it was nice from your part to do that. Okay, now, next exercise. Classify the following expressions. We have 3 categories. We have, okay. We have similes, phrasal verbs, and idiomatic phrases. Similes and idiomatic phrases are part from the figurative speech. Every language has figurative speech. So what we have to do is, with these examples or phrases, we're going to put them in the right category. So we have as thick as thieves, an open secret, fall out, as old boots, a foregone conclusion, a sore point, put off, write off, as pleased as punch. So these phrases that we have here, you have to put them in the right category. For example, if you think as thick as thieves is an idiomatic phrase, go ahead, put in that category. Or if you think it's a phrasal verb, go ahead. Okay, for this, I'm gonna give you 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes because we're almost finishing. So go ahead, and then we're gonna check. 3 minutes. Hi, Selene. Are you C1 or C2? Because I don't have you on my list.
Hello, good afternoon. Sorry, I just missed the diagnostic. I'm not really sure what's my, or how can I do my diagnostic. I'm just done. I sent an email to Prony, but they haven't answered me. So in my last certification, I had that level. So that's why I don't know, I entered here, but
Okay.
I don't know if you could advise me how to do it.
Okay. I'm going to ask. I'm asking here to the administratives, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Okay. But I don't have in my list, but we're gonna find out. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm just waiting for them to reply and then I'll let you know, Selene. Okay, 2 more minutes and then we check. Okay, time is up. Let's see. Meals. What did
Can I
you?
say?
Yes, yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Of course.
Simil as thick as thieves, as salt boots, as pleased as sponge.
Excellent. Yes, actually, yes. How can we identify them? Pretty easy. Similes are comparisons. And if they have as, or even like is a little more informal, but if it also says like, simile. So remember, as, and like. Those are similes. Now, the phrasal verbs. Who wants to say the phrasal verbs?
Me.
Answer.
Fall out, put off, and write off.
Yes, exactly. So remember, phrasal verbs can be 2 or 3 words. Remember, what are phrasal verbs? Are a verb plus a particle. Particle is like the small word that is after the verb. Of, out, on, in, even back. Those words are called particles, and the verbs are, well, fall, put, write, whatever. And by elimination, the ones that are left are the idiomatic phrases. For homework, for you to do on your own time, look for the definitions, okay? So you can know, well, obviously, what each term means, okay? Look for the definitions in your own time for homework. So last exercise, because we have 9 minutes left, we're going to do this ones, but we're going to do it to do them together, okay? So what we have to do here is to put in order these sentences. So, Selene, they're asking me if you are here for the OTCC or for the, well, dominio del idioma o metodología. They're asking me, Selene.
Dominio del idioma o metodología.
This is for dominio del idioma, OTCC. This is for a preparation course for an exam.
Sí, tengo que hacer un examen porque se venció mi CENI, entonces tengo que agarrar la certificación. Es que ando un poco desorientada, no sé muy bien los links adecuados, entonces, ay.
You can, well, I don't know. I'm asking here the administratives. They're gonna tell me again in a minute. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. So, Carla, give the correct
Yes.
order for this. What's the correct order?
That would be, sorry, I was doing something else. I have things that I might told you. No, I think you might told me.
I think you have might told me.
I forgot the have. Yeah.
I think you might have told me. Yes, correct.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. And Selene, yes, they're telling me that you are in the correct course. Yes, I'm just gonna add you on my list, but you are here. You're supposed to be here, don't worry. This is where you belong, okay? So I'm gonna write you on my list. Let me write your name pretty quick. And in the meantime, Mariana, please help me with number 2. What will be the correct order? Selene, Mariana, number 2, please.
Yes, it's not. It's just not worth involved. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit confused in that one.
Okay.
It's just.
Actually, you're pretty close. It's just not worth getting involved.
Okay. No, yes. I think it was missing the get.
Uh-huh. Grecia, 3.
I was going to call you.
You got a pretty easy one. Ana Sofia, 4.
In Amsterdam, bicycles are used widely.
Let's see. Almost. Bicycles are widely used in Amsterdam. But I think it's also correct because in Amsterdam can be at the beginning and also at the end. So yeah, I would say it's correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And Selene, now that you belong here, please help me with number 5. And Selene, number 5, please.
Just trying to get it.
Number 5.
You have to have.
Okay, it's a little difficult, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. It starts with I've. I've, it's the subject of this sentence.
Do I have to use all the words?
Yes.
You have to do this.
Or do you need more help?
Yeah, I think I need help. I'm just in a hurry, then yeah.
I've just been to the hairdressers. What do you think?
Oh.
Yes, I know. It's it's a little long. I know. Don't worry. But we're here to learn. And Ana Paola, number 6, please.
Okay. The children were being looked by my mother.
Like 90% correct. You have missing after.
After, okay.
The children were being looked after by my mother.
Okay.
But pretty close. And I think all of you answered 1, right? Let me see. Ana Sofia, Grecia, Mariana. Yes. Okay, since we just have 3 minutes left, we're gonna read the last 2. I had, would, but, if, where, I, known, coming, cake, you have. By having if and would, with that, we have an idea that it's a conditional sentence. And if I'm not mistaken, it would be 3rd conditional, which the type of conditional that talks about a situation that it's unreal, a hypothetical situation. So if I had known you were coming, if phrase, I would have bought a cake, the result clause. So it's a conditional. This is like a strategy that you can use in this type of exercises. Try to find words that are going to build a grammatical structure. like in this case, we have the conditionals. Like I said, I see if and would. If I have those two words, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a conditional sentence, and it's third conditional because it has the past participle, which is known, and the structure would have. So with that, I know that it's a conditional. So that can also help us to identify the order. And the last one, TME, inform I, was, now I. Okay, this is it's time, sorry, it's a typo, but it's time. So at no time, was I informed, this is actually it's a structure that it's not very common, but it exists. Like when you say, had I known, for example, this exists too. But we're gonna see that tomorrow.
6 en punto.
Actually, it's time. I have another time zone, so that's why for me it's 6.
Oh, sorry, can I ask you something?
Yes, yes.
I have a teacher that doesn't know if she's in this course. Her name is Norma Mendoza.
Let me see my list. Norma, yes. Norma Janet, yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, so before we go, remember, this today, just for today, was 1 hour, but the other 4 sessions that we have left, they're gonna be 2 hours, and it's gonna be from 5 to 7, okay? 5 to 7. Just for today, we had this schedule, but starting tomorrow, gonna be from 5 to 7, okay? So, nice to meet you all, and see you tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Tomorrow, bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Welcome.